everyone. Hi, awakened entrepreneurs. Happy Thursday. I hope you're having an awesome week. The weather is clearing out. It's really warm today. So today we're having an exciting topic. No more stuck. The must-have mindsets for clarity and profit. So this is the second bonus training for the mindset for the awakened entrepreneurs. A little bit of introduction before we get started. For those of you who don't know Y Square, we are here to guide the awakened entrepreneurs to serve the world with your God-given talent and grow your business with joy and flow, but also rewarded by your true value. So who is this training typically for? Our ideal clients are the group of people like yourself, intelligent, humble, action-oriented, and heart-centered like me and Ying. And so ready to invest in yourself. If that's you, you're in the right place and you're so welcome. So we serve people who are coaches, healers, program creators, basically online service, information service providers who are running a soul-aligned business. The reason we started our business is we were overwhelmed by all those social media strategies and informations, and we learned a lot, not necessarily having any result. That's why we're here sharing what eventually worked for us. And you may feel exhausted from under-recognized and undervalued while over-delivering and draining yourself. And sometimes maybe constantly wondering if this is gonna work or will it ever end? The struggle will it ever end? That's our concern. If you had that concern before, we have the answer for you. So again, you're in the right place. Now, please stay to the end. We are giving out a gift, special gift to those who are happy to participate. It's actually one of our course that it's got a lot of juicy content, and we're giving it out for a limited time. And in between, if you feel anything that's resonated or you do want to ask more or know more about how we help people, you're so welcome to book a call with us, the heart-to-heart chat, a 15-minute quick chat via the link down below. All right, let me introduce my business partner Ying a little bit. So she came from a unique background of having psychology, psychiatrist, and also Eastern philosophy. So over the past 5 years in her coaching business, she has helped so many people, entrepreneurs, and also people from different walks of life to really scale their business. So Ying, would you be kind to share some of your wisdoms on mindset?
Yes, thank you so much, Jane. Thank you for joining our Facebook live training. And so far, how many live training we have done? Like nearly almost 10.
Yeah.
Different live training topics, around the marketing, sales, how to streamlining your business, be more productive, understand your branding. So today we actually talk about mindset as our second training on mindset. 3 key message on mindset. This is according to so many our potential clients give us a feedback. They wanted to learn more about, clarities, how to get stuck. And the question they maybe ask us that how did we go from unstuck to stuck, or how did we actually turn things around? So in this training, we're going to share a bit more, the mindset. So the mindset definitely shape your destiny. And the second thing we're going to share, the first one is how to get stuck from unstuck. The second thing we're going to share a bit more about clarity. In business, clarity is so important. In life, clarity is so important. So the second thing we're going to share about clarity. The third one, I'm going to share a little bit about profit. So in terms of, let's start with getting clarity. So which is very important about in business, getting clarity on what you want, which is very, very important. I had a client a while ago, and I was asking her to say, she says, I wanted to have 8 clients. And then I asked her, if the 8 clients come referral, would you be happy? And surprisingly, her answer was no. And I says, but you want 8 clients. I'm going to give you 8 clients around the referral. She says, no, I wanted to do an ebook. I wanted to do a webinar. I wanted to do, a live training to get my 8 clients. So obviously, getting 8 clients is not her goal. Her goal is the journey to get 8 clients. Or some people think, I want to get 8 clients based on how many Facebook followers I have, how many followers on your Instagram, how many likes on your pictures. but that's not your goal. So you really need to understand what exactly is your goal in terms of your business. If you're not really making profit, having clients to energetically paying you, that to have a wealth coming in, have a money comes in, have income profit, you basically have a hobby. So having clarity on what do you want, which is very important. So write that down. If you want 8 clients, if you want 20 clients, if you want to run your highly paid masterclass, and getting clarity on that. In our the Weekend Entrepreneur Transformational Programs, we also talk about in the section 1 around the Zen entrepreneur mindset. And the section 1.1 we talk about a clarity of your joyful business and a clarity with your life. If you do interested, give us a call. We getting to know a bit more about you, providing the transformation programs down the track. And the second thing is people ask us about how do we get it from stuck to unstuck. And I do believe that the one thing really shift our business a lot is we do getting rejections, and some of the clients, they just always think everything works out, but rejections is just divine protection, and we tell us every single day about a rejection. So I think reframing your mindset is very important around growing your business. So when you're stuck, it's a mindset stuck, and when you actually work on your mindset, everything will be flow, and the things used to stuck with us are not stuck anymore. It's because the mindset has shifted. The last one is when you do making profit, you're generating certain income, making profit from your business. And the next level is how do you actually investing that money in the right place, in the right time to make it sustainable. I do believe that some of the mistakes I made when we made so much money from the business, I spent on lifestyle, and in the end, we realized, okay, that money could be put on growing the team. It could be, spending on marketing. It could be doing different things. So I do believe along the journey, when you do grow your business and you see money comes in, the next game you need to play or you need to master is to truly understand where you put the money that you made from, put in the right place that to grow your business. In our programs that we have, must have a mindset checklist and tools to help you shift of the successful Awaken Entrepreneur programs. So if you do wanted to know a bit more, definitely reach out to us, and we'd love to have a heart-to-heart chat with you. And now I will leave Jade to talk more about the no more stuck and the must have a mindset for clarity and profit. So as probably somebody don't know, Jade was actually graduated from Cambridge University and also immigrated to Australia. How many years ago? 10 years ago, Jade immigrated to Australia and then did her second degree. I don't know how she had like 2 degrees in was marketing? Media, yes. And Jade also have 2 YouTube channels, and if you guys interested, definitely check out around the career coaching and the business coaching as well. So and I'm so proud that to work with Jade because she's just so wonderful. Well, no more talk. I'll let her to talk more about the mindset parts.
Yes, thank you so much, Ying. And thanks for the wisdom that she was sharing. It's literally learning from our own journey. Like she said, rejection is protection. A lot of the times when the clients, it's not, the reality in the world is not every client you sell will buy, which is totally normal because we're not for everyone and not everyone is right for our program. So it does happen. But when you think back, if it's the wrong client, they expect you to do everything for them, or they only want the easy part of your program. They don't want to do the heavy work. Imagine if they join the program, it will be painful for both of you as a coach and for the client as well. So that is what we mean. It's rejection is really divine protection. So what I want to share again from our recent experience is, how do I unstuck? like I shared, we had a lot of sales calls recent weeks, but not all of the clients are right. There are good clients, amazing clients, taking so much actions and achieving great results. But still, you sometimes could be a bit disheartened or disappointed when you see the potential in someone. A program can definitely help them, but they're not right. Either they don't want to do the heavy work, or they are not at that conscious level to be fully aware that it's a longer journey, there are longer steps they need to take, which is totally fine. So one of the mindsets that I help myself to unstuck, I believe in the value of what we do. So sometimes after sales call, I do sit down and think about, is this really working? Is it really helping people? And it does, because there are clients keep telling me that this is amazing, taking actions, and you can see the result and you can see the joy from them. So I believe in the value of what we do. And the next is just keep on showing up and keep on taking the right action. So that's one of the mindset that I want to share, or more like a life wisdom through our business. And a second one, this is actually from, one of the key one from our module 1. It's manage your emotions before you take actions. And me and Ying take this very seriously. We, on a daily basis, weekly basis, and monthly basis, we definitely make sure, yes, we are doing business together, but we do clear our emotions and energies and feelings. Imagine you just had a heartbroken phone call and then you sit down, started to create. The energy doesn't flow, and you do need to spend time and energy and effort to address that, because our emotion matters. That's just our energy. Our energy needs to be in flow before you can start to create, blossom, to scale. So we have in our program, we actually share all the routines and rituals and different tips and tricks on a daily basis, on a smaller scale, to share how you can do that. One of the big things is actually personal blockage clearing, and that is not just a one-stop thing. You have to keep doing that, because as we evolve, we face new challenges, and we have new blockages, and we have new difficulties, or some of the old ones may creep up. So that's a constant thing, and we're sharing a very quick, easy way to do that, how you can do it for yourself as well. Another thing is, I love this part in our program, it's self-love is the flesh for entrepreneur. It's literally the blood, the meat, the vessel for you to wake up in the morning, jump out of bed, serve the people, change people's life. With those energy, it comes from loving yourself first. And what does that mean in actions? What does that mean as an entrepreneur? How do you actually implement it, execute it on a daily basis into your plan, into your schedule? That's what we're sharing. But don't worry, I know that you've heard we have a lot of things in our program, but we're sharing one of our secrets today because of the limited time. So we're sharing one of our how do you shift limiting belief formula, or how do you shift a negative belief, a negative mindset very quick, which is what we call a counter evidence or counter belief, a formula, or the way that we can do it. Ying actually have a wonderful experience from last week. Do you want to share your story?
You mean overcome the beliefs?
Yes, I mean counter evidence, I think it's the singing audition that you had.
Yes, what's very interesting, because my daughter Jazz, she was joining a singing competition, and then she started sweating and she started getting really nervous. And I do believe that when you fear of success, you also fear of failure, and then when you fear of failure, you also fear of success. So in the end, in the last minute, she wanted to run away, she wanted to get out of the sing audition. But I do believe that one thing really getting you unstuck is just feeling that fear, and you still take action. So in the end, when Jazz came out from that singing class, the singing audition, she was like that the feeling went through hell, but in the end she was feeling really amazing, and she says, I have done it once, now I can do it again. So I do believe the one thing that to getting her unstuck is really about like shifted her limiting beliefs, is she really took the action, and she just feel much better after that.
Yes, that's a great story, and I'm feeling excited for her as well. Imagine that's the first time in your life ever feeling so much fear about what if I'm going to fail, what if I'm going to success. So I will use that as a good example here, as a lot of us, our clients, and me and Ying included, older version of us, and still even today, we still have a little bit of the scare of success or scare of failure. scare of success translated into our entrepreneur journey. Normally it's like, I don't want too many clients, I don't have enough time, there's too much to spend on, there's too much stress, too much pressure, I won't have enough time for my own, I don't have time for yoga, I don't have time for my kids, I don't have time for my hobby, stuff like that. Was that an old belief of yours, or what you feel like, Ying?
Yeah, I do believe that the most thing about, getting stuck from stuck to unstuck is getting clarity. What exactly do you scared of, and write them down. And when me and Jade, we go through the process, we probably write it down at least 20 or 30, the things that we scare about. And so, write them down and to overcome that.
Yes. So let's do this exercise of this counter evidence. Can you give me any evidence or proof that in your life, when you're successful, you are not actually more stressful, you're not actually more painful?
Yeah, I do feel like, what's one thing very interesting when you see, people having small business, let's say people with a small group of clients, and I used to get stressed, but when you had so many clients, you also get stressed. So then I realized, okay, so it's not about the number of clients get you stressed. Because when I had a little number, small number of people, it's like so stressful. This is so stressful. Gonna get more. And then we get more clients who'll be like, oh my God, this is even more stressful. What are we gonna do? So I do believe that stress is definitely a mindset. It has nothing to do with the number of clients, also to do with the structure of your business module, and your mindset. Because I'm seeing people with larger number of business numbers of clients is still having the freedom, have the balance with life. So, and then I was like, okay, hang on a second. So there may be limiting beliefs that I had about the number of people will make my stress goes up and down, depends on the number of clients, which actually is not true.
Totally. When we look around, look at some of the top players in our industry. Life is fair. We all have the same time every day, 24 hours. And if they manage to have more clients and still having a life, they're not like walking zombies without energy, without sleep, or without food. That means there's a way, right? So that's already counter evidence. But what's more powerful is think about your past experience. Is there any time that you become more successful, better at certain things, but it doesn't necessarily meaning that you have less time for yourself or there's more stress. That's how you can shift your belief. So that's the first example that we're giving. And I think Ying is going to give the second example of a common limiting belief.
Which one is that? The second one, I think, is more about, when we work with our clients or potential clients, the normal common rejection people come up with, people always say, I don't have money, or I don't have a money to invest in myself. I don't have a money to grow my business. I'm not like you, because you had the money to grow your business. I didn't have a money. So this is something that I heard or I hear a lot from our clients. Have you experienced that, Jade, before?
Yes, definitely. It's one of the common rejections is either time or money or not enough.
Yeah. So when we have a clients like this, it's very important to understand that, this is what we call a transferable energy. Because if you choose to work with people that, if you believe that you don't have a money, then you choose to work with people, the people will tell you don't have money. So lots of coach and consultant we work with, they always say, well, I don't have a money. And then my common question would always be like, the how you invest in yourself, that's how other people going to invest in you. If you're not willing to invest in yourself, willing to invest in your business, how your clients going to invest in you, and how you actually come from a victim mindset or scarcity mindset to say, I don't have it. So the shifting around would be activities that we can do together is how actually you can come up with the money. Which was very interesting, because me and Jade, we're also launching our Facebook ads. And when we're looking at engaging with some top Facebook strategists and the Facebook experts, and the amount of money they were charging is not little, it's not small. And we have to really shifting our mindset to say, okay, how we actually can turn things around, to see how we can actually have the possible resource that to invest a large amount of money consistently, that to build the business. So that's also really shifting mindset. Does that make sense?
Yes. One of the things I want to share is, it's scarcity mindset or not having enough money. It's very common, and it's something that from time to time we still slide back into it. It's not like one day and then forever for your life everything is enough money. At the end of the day, you have to manage your finance in a way. So I want to share one of my real life experience. Last year, I wanted to take my parents on a trip for my mom's 60th birthday, and we wanted to go to 3 countries. And at that time, I just made a big investment in my business, so I don't have spare cash to do that. So literally, I have no money for that trip, but I wanted to make it happen. So I manifested and I took action. Within 2 weeks, I generated enough money for 3 people to go to 3 countries to travel. So I paid for the whole trip. So what I want to share here is from my own, if you ask me, what are the counter evidence in my life that I ever experienced when I didn't have money, but actually I do. This is one of the real examples. I believe you have experienced when sometimes you really, really wanted something, the money comes, because it's just energy. And when it's aligned, when you truly want it, when there's nothing holding back in your heart, and when you take the right action, it just comes. So again, if this is one of your beliefs, think about using the formula that we shared about saying, think about in your life, in your past experiences, in everyone you've seen around you, is there any evidence proving that maybe you do have enough money, or maybe you do have money. So that's one of the tricks that we're sharing. It's actually a 3-step formula. We're sharing the first step with you. And another example that I will share here is a lot of our clients would say, if I join your program, I'm not sure it's going to work for me. So again, I would ask, have you can you find anyone who joined our program that did work? So that's the first question I can ask. And secondly is, can you think of anything that if you're interested in this program to make it work for you? Our client actually, she jumping on board, made the investment in 3 months to pay back her investment. So that's how you can help shift your mindset, shift your belief to help you take the right action and ultimately scale your business. I want to leave a few questions for you because I want to make our trainings more interactive, hearing feedback from our clients. So a few questions for you. I'll probably have our assistants write it down below as well. First is, what is the most important mindset for you as an entrepreneur? What has helped you? What motivated you? And what does it mean? And how are you being motivated, or how is it helping you to take action with the mindset? So I want you to find out what's been working for you and how is it helping you. But also, if you find any limiting beliefs or limiting mindset throughout that process, that's also valuable as well. To conclude our training session today, I want to share 5 key elements of how to set a business goal with souls. I don't know you, but I used to follow a very masculine formula, just setting goals based on everyone say, oh, I need 300K this year. So I started, 300K, that means I have to sell 100 of my clients. So how many calls I have to make? And it never carried out because for me, there is no emotions behind that. There's no motivation behind that goal. It was just plain numbers, but I'm not motivated by numbers itself. There are people who are like that, totally fine. So I'm sharing a few key components. If you really want to set goals that's easy to achieve, set yourself up for success. That's executable, that's helping your life easier. There are 5 elements. The first one is, this is actually the 5 steps within our program. The first one is, you do need to look at your dream life and business budget cost. Sometimes people say, oh, I want to be a millionaire. Fine, so why do you need to be a millionaire? And how much exactly do you need? I actually did a calculation of my dream life analysis. I don't actually to be a millionaire to live the life I really, really want for now. But not saying I don't want to be a millionaire, but it's good to have that clarity, which is what Ying was saying. You need to have a rough idea of how much does it cost, how much you're aiming for, and for business as well. So what we're giving you is a very simple, down-to-earth budget. You don't have to calculate 30 stuff like an accountant, but as a business owner, there are things you need to bear in mind, having an idea so you are going in the right direction. And the second element is having a declaration. So having a soul-aligned declaration, as in knowing what you want in your life and knowing what you want for your business, with the reason behind, with the feeling, with the energy behind. So when you declare that, when you pledge that for yourself, for example, your quarterly goal, your yearly goal, it's much more motivational, it's much more easier to achieve, or you want to achieve that. So that's tied into step 3, as in setting goals with SMART principle as well as emotions. This is one of the things that I learned from a coach, that I really love setting goals with feelings and energies behind, and I combined all of them together. Step 4, element 4, is we are actually sharing what we're using as weekly clarity plans and quarterly clarity plans. You only focus a few things at a time. You're not going to have a 10 to-do list or 20 to-do list, which you ended up not achieving it and then discourage yourself. So having a down-to-earth easy plan, and that's monitoring all areas, not just your goal, but also your emotional well-being, your physical well-being, as well as your spiritual well-being as well. And last but not least, we have this business 6P matrix. So it's a matrix that including all the elements that's essential for a business. All right, so that's the 5 key elements I would suggest if you want to look at for your business, setting a goal that you definitely want to achieve, are the 5 elements. That's everything from me for today in terms of how do you set, having the right mindset, having the right tools, having the right steps. Ying, what do you want to add?
Yeah, it's all good. I think thank you so much for everybody joining this live training. And if you are interested, want to know more about other programs, more about clarity to grow your business, with the streamlining, marketing, clarity, personal branding, and also sales formula, and please reach out, give us a call. Or at the same time, we have so many free trainings, and you can also join us as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.